Yo, we back, y'all. We back. Another episode of Awesome Takes, y'all. Another episode of Awesome Takes. We know we got to talk about them brownies, y'all. You know that's what we here for. Hey. Got to talk about the brownies, y'all. All right, so the Browns played the Ravens. They lost 23-16. It was it was most definitely an interesting game. The Browns, that defense, man. I love it. I love that defense. One thing about it, the defense is so good. It's just, that's what gives me faith. Because to me, if you make some moves, if you make the right moves, y'all could be right back. Yeah, y'all could be right back in it next year. You know, they always say, wait till next year, but our defense looks so crazy, then it's only going to get better because we forgetting, you know, like about people that's hurt. Martin Emerson, when he come back, he a dog too. You know what I'm saying? So, like, we just got to think about, like, I'm ready right now. I'm trying to think about the good things that we can have come out of this. You know what I'm saying? Because that offense, it's like, what are we doing? We knew, you know, the Shedeur Sanders situation. Everybody know, like, okay, everybody happy that he got in. My main thing is, are we going to keep him in? Like, let's get to the meat and potatoes of it. Okay, we know about the performance. We know about the rep thing. Okay, what everyone's saying about he don't got enough reps. He didn't get any reps, no first-team reps. Okay, we know all this. We know all this. What are we going, though? Where's the future, though? Like, okay, this what you would expect out of somebody with no first-team reps. If this was the first time he threw to Jerry Jeudy, you know what I'm saying? You never threw to Njoku before, so.
But it's different when it's different body types going out there, different way how people get out of routes. Like, what I seen on the pick initially was I see his hips turn. So I'm like, okay, we're going to be able to get out there. But at the same time, like, playing quarterback is extremely hard. So it's like, I like knowing every detail about my receivers. I like knowing the small things, what they're good at, what they're not good at. It's like so many details that helps me play confident with those guys. And I know, you know, we at the bottom right now. This performance, everything, it will never be like this. But, you know, I'm dedicated to being able to get those opportunities with those guys to have a relationship, you know. I got a relationship with all the hungry dogs, though. We like clockwork out there, but you just got to see everything a little bit more, you know.
What can you expect? You get what I'm saying? Like, it ain't even no excuses. It's just, what can you expect from somebody that ain't never did it before? You get what I'm saying? Like, if you playing with people you don't know how they run, you don't know how they do anything. So I'm going to even go past that. We already know that. That's common sense if you know about football. What can you expect out of somebody that ain't had no first-team reps? My main thing is, what are we doing now? What are we doing now? What is the future now? Okay, now this is where Stefanski killed, like, well, I ain't going to say that, but Stefanski, like, what are we doing? Because he's still, Dylan Gabriel, when he comes from concussion protocol, is still going to be the starter. What are we talking about?
If Dylan clears concussion protocol, he'll be back as your starter.
Yes, but he's got, you know, that's obviously a lot into that protocol. A lot goes into that, so we'll see.
Why? What are we talking about? You get what I'm saying? Like, that doesn't even make sense. Right now is the time where you can give Shedeur Sanders those first-team reps and start preparing him. I'm not saying that from this 1 week he gonna all of a sudden be Peyton Manning or Tom Brady, but now start preparing him. You know what I'm saying? So, like, it doesn't even make sense, because what if Shedeur Sanders takes all these first-team reps for, like, the first 3 days, and then maybe Friday they clear Dylan Gabriel? Is he gonna be the starter then? That doesn't make sense. You get what I'm saying? Like, just give him this week and go from there. If he looks bad, bring Dylan Gabriel back. You get what I'm saying? Like, why are we? It's like what's the fancy does. It's like, my guy, what are we doing? What are we doing?
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
Okay, so let's go over the stats, y'all. Our defense, they stood up. They always stand up against Lamar Jackson. They gave us that. We could have really won the game. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's just that situational football. And Shedeur Sanders, like we going to say once again, not having any reps. You know, he tried and did what he could do. You know, what else could you expect? 193 yards for Lamar Jackson, 193 yards, 2 interceptions, no touchdowns. Got sacked 5 times. Myles had, what I believe, 4 of them. You know, like his QBR was 25. Like, that defense held him down. They really held Derrick Henry down, too. It's just he had a 59-yard run. Like, he had a long run. So that's what made the stats look better. You know, but he had 18 carries for 103 yards, 1 touchdown. But like I told you, he had that 59-yarder. So that's what just inflated his stats a little more. Mark Andrews, 35 yards. That trick play was insane. So that was an excellent call by Jim Harbaugh. That was a good play. You know, when they tricked the Browns, it was real good. Zay Flowers out there, he had 3 receptions, 78 yards. Mark Andrews, 32 yards, 3 receptions. You know, they did what they normally do, you know, but they was pretty much held down. I was proud of Cedric Tillman. Cedric Tillman, 3 receptions, 52 yards. That's what your number 2 receiver should do. Harold Fannin, he 2 receptions for 26 yards. He got to get more in the game, but, you know, like with our play calling, like I said, Dylan Gabriel did play the first half, so he was 7 for 10 for 68 yards. He got sacked 1 time. QBR was 11. Come on, y'all. But, you know, they lightweight crushed him, got him out the game, and we got Shedeur in there. So we going to see. Hopefully Shedeur stays. That's my main thing. Hopefully my guy stays. Like, okay, he about to get these reps. Okay, he's going to be our starter against Vegas. If Vegas going to be lit then, y'all. Did you see the energy?
First time, it is Shedeur Sanders. Fans do not know that Gabriel is being evaluated for a concussion, but they were.
It was the energy when he got in the game. You know what I'm saying? I believe the players got pumped up. You see they were playing. I mean, they were already playing hard. I'm not going to say they weren't playing hard. But it was like they was turned a little bit more. You get what I'm saying? So, like, that's one thing I believe Shedeur Sanders brings as well. He going to bring that energy. You know, like, you got a chance. It was like he was gunning off top. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what, it was like they looked totally different. So I'm like, just give them reps. Because they looked totally different. They wasn't doing no dipping and dunking. He was lightweight throwing that boy. You know what I'm saying?
From the 35-yard line, Sanders on first down. Njoku is wide open. Instead, he goes deep to Fannin. Big play, Shedeur Sanders to Harold Fannin, a gain of 25. How about
Gage, I can't pronounce his last name, but what's his name? Because he had Larvadan. He had dropped that touchdown, but it wasn't really a drop. I mean, Baltimore, I forgot dude's name. He was on the ball, like, and he ripped it out. So
3rd and 5. Pressure's coming. Sanders looking for the end zone, and it is incomplete. Nearly caught by Larvadan. And it was Awuzie who's done a great job filling in for Marlon Humphrey today with the coverage.
And you know he's done a good job because we haven't heard his name much. And there's some hand fighting between both of them. But what you love about this play from Awuzie,
but that was a great play. Shedeur put it there, so you see what he can do. That line got to stand up more, you know, like, because he got to get rid of that ball. But we see what it is, and it's things that you can fix. You know what I'm saying? You can fix not holding on to the ball so long, especially once you get your reps and you see how fast. They know how you play. You know how they play. They know they got to cut quicker with you. You know, like, so it's just things that you got to see to get that chemistry with the team. And hopefully he gives Shedeur Sanders the opportunity to do that. You know, like, we see that he got potential. We see the whole playbook look different. He throwing down the middle. He trying to drop bombs. You know what I'm saying? The throw to Harold Fannin. That was a good play. You know, like, so you can see the potential. He's throwing it. Dylan Gabriel, we rarely seeing that. We see a little dipping dunks and screens, and he's not throwing it 15 yards, 20 yards down the field. You know what I'm saying? And we see that from Shedeur Sanders off top. So we got to look at that. One thing about it is, like, Kevin Stefanski he's closed-minded to Shedeur. You know, and it's like, why? You know, we don't understand it, and that's one thing that everyone is talking about. Like, why? Give him a chance. You might as well give him a chance now, basically. you know. We're going to give shouts out now to Carson Schwarzenegger. You know he about to get rookie of the. It's crazy because our defense so raw. We about to have a defensive rookie of the year and and a defensive rookie of the year. Because you know Myles Garrett, hands down, is the best defensive player in the league. We already know that. He went crazy, y'all. 4 sacks, 5 tackles for losses. He was everywhere. Carson Schwarzenegger, 8 solo tackles, 2 tackles for loss, interception. He was involved in 11 total plays, like somewhere in the play, you know. So like, you know he gonna get defensive player of the year, period. You know, like, and Myles got to get defensive player of the year, period. We already know Grant Delpit out there, he going crazy. Like our defense, our animals. Wait till Martin Emerson come back. I know he can't wait to come back. So Mason Graham, shouts out to Mason Graham too. Man, shouts out to Mason Graham. Shouts out to the whole Browns defense for real. But Mason Graham, he in the way too. Like I love it. I love the defense. And they talking about trade Myles Garrett. Man, if y'all don't get out of here, that's what we saying. You don't think next year? Hey, if you have to go get Mendoza, if you do have to get Mendoza and get a receiver, and then just free agency, get you 3 linemen, you might be back. I don't know. We don't know. You're going to have to fix the offense because the defense, you don't really got to touch it. You can touch some special teams players, get some faster players and people that are, you know, wise or that know football, you know, that know about fumbling and know when to fair catch and know, you know, like just better. You always could get better, but get better with that offense. Now, that defense, you cool. I don't want to lose Jim Schwartz. That's one thing about it. I want to get into that, too. I do not want to lose Jim Schwartz. I do not. Jim Schwartz is our defensive coordinator. If somebody watching you don't know, that's our defensive coordinator. He has our defense playing so good. You know, it was like when we lost Bill Callahan. Like, dang, because our offensive line were animals back then. Like, it was like he was just teaching them something. And it seemed like we got the same line. It's just they all went down. Like, they declined when he left. So I'm like, hopefully, you know, they could get him back. But I don't know. We got to see how this coaching regime, this coaching regime go. You know, like, it's insane, y'all. Hey, these Browns, we don't know what they're going to do. They got Vegas next week, you know, so Vegas is not, you know, like being a Browns fan, you can't say, oh, they Vegas, they terrible, they not good, because we ain't good. So it's hard to say somebody ain't a good team. Nowadays, anybody beat the Browns. I mean, the Jets beat the Browns. Everybody say they ain't a good team. So what are we? You know what I'm saying? So it's crazy, but they do have a chance. They always have a chance. That defense is going to be insane. You already know that. And they got Asher Jinty, and then I don't know who else they have. You know what I'm saying? But Asher Jinty can go out there and go crazy. Ain't no telling. You know, we got this question about our quarterback. Hopefully Shedeur Sanders remains the starter. That's what we hoping. Hopefully he getting some first-team reps. It was crazy to see you in a press conference, and you like, that was my first time throwing a Judy. Like, oh, man, come on, man. I don't even know who does that. Like, it's like you don't think that, even if, and you are involved in analytics. Like, don't they say Kevin Stefanski is analytics? They say he analytics, right? So it's like, it's not analytically possible for your quarterback, for your first-string quarterback to get hurt. It got to at least be 30% to 70%. Don't y'all go by percentages or something like that? So it should be at least a 70%, 30%. You know, it's a 30% chance that your second stringer going to have to come in. I'd say it might be higher than that. You don't think he should get at least 2 first-team reps? Like something? Like to be throwing at him to have some type of chemistry? How don't you just get no first-team reps? Question is, when beginning of the season, when it was Joe Flacco, they got the first-team reps. Did Kenny Pickett get first-team reps when he was second? When Kenny Pickett was the starter, did Dylan Gabriel get first-team reps? I believe they did, and he still was a backup. You get what I'm saying? When it just was Flacco and Gabriel, did they give Gabriel first-team reps with Flacco? Yes, he was the second string. They still gave him first-team reps. So, like, that's why I'm like, it doesn't really make sense to me. Okay, so now Dylan Gabriel's the starter. Why isn't your second stringer getting first-team reps? Get what I'm saying? Like, what are we doing? When Bradley Zappi, I mean, he's probably the third string. What reps are he getting? Is he getting any first-team reps? Are all of them just going to Dylan Gabriel? We got to see what's going on with that, because that's kind of weird. That's kind of strange. You know, like, these are things we're supposed to be asking. Andrew Berry, these things you're supposed to be asking. I hope you're asking these things today. Like, because the way Shedeur Sanders is talking, like, and I'm so glad he said it. And I love his press conference because he was so mature about it. It's like Mary Kay, she tried to get him a little bit. She tried to catch him, you know what I'm saying? But he was like, no, you know. And to still put it out there, but not put it out there like that, though. Like, that was my first time throwing to him, too. It's just, I got to get my chemistry. You get what I'm saying? Like,
Experience how it feels, you know, to even be out there with the team, with the first group, with everybody. So I'm truly was excited. I don't think I played good. I don't think I played good at all. I think it's a lot of things, you know, we need to look at, you know, during the week and go and just get comfortable even throwing routes, you know, with Jerry and throwing routes with all those guys. So I think that was my first ball to him all year. Nah, but other than that, I just think overall we just got to go next week and understand so then we have a week to prepare stuff I like to do.
I got to see how they move. Exactly. And I'm glad you're putting it out there for the fans and the world to hear, like, you're not getting these opportunities, but then you want to put me in the game. So it's like you're not setting me up for success. One thing about jobs, they say they want to set you up for success. We want to put you in the best position to win. That's what you're supposed to do. So that's not what they're doing. That's not what you're doing, Kevin Stefanski. That's not what you're doing. You have to set them up for success. I'm not about to put you in a classroom for the first semester and then the first day you taking a test on and you don't know what it's on or nothing. You just here. Go out there and I want you to get an A. I want you to, come on, man, no. Get out of here. You know what I'm saying? Can I practice? Can I study? Like, can I see what's going on? Like, what are some of the questions going to be? You know what I'm saying? Like, what's going on? Hey, when I used to play basketball, you just go to a different court and I don't got my five and I'm just playing with people. I don't know how they play. I don't know if he cutting to the basket. I don't know if he got hops and I could throw him an alley-oop. I don't know if he could pass me the ball correctly. I don't know if he know how to throw me an alley. You know what I'm saying? That's all type of stuff when you go somewhere and you just playing with somebody for the first time. So hopefully if you play sports, you understand that. Hopefully you understand that. If you never played sports before, then you might not understand that.
Message.
But when you go to a new job or something like that, you got to look at it in that. Don't they train you? When you go to a new job, they say, okay, so this is how we do. Don't you be with somebody, you shadow somebody or something like that. This is what we do. This is how we set up. We want you to do this. We want you to go here first, and we want you to do this. When you want calls or whatever like that, don't they train you? Okay, you start at 7, and you answer this phone, you hook this line up to this and to that. Don't they do that with you? Especially if you're working with other people, okay, they handle this part. They handle this department. They handle this department. You handle this department. You hit him with this, and then they gonna give you this information. And don't they do stuff like that? So when they're not doing that for Shedeur Sanders, what's going on? Then they just suspect, okay, they're gonna smack their head. Dylan Gabriel got hurt. We gotta put him in, guys. So we need you to go in there. Just do what you can, man. That's all you basically telling them. Like, we just do what you can, man. I'm a football player, so this is what I do. So you know he's gonna have the personality, and okay, I'm about to go in and do what I can do, basically. And to me, he did a darn good job. They missing blocking, they doing all type of stuff. I heard they haven't even heard his cadence. They don't even know when he's like you know when somebody caught in the play, yeah, pause. But you know when they do that. The line doesn't even have his cadence. That's how you know he doesn't took first team reps. You know when they back there and Peyton Manning, 21, 22, audible. You know, like they don't even know how he. So it's crazy to me. Can he get some reps this time? Kevin Stefanski. Somebody in your team, I know they watch some tapes. Can he get some reps, please? Because please don't put him in this situation. It's not even about you making him look bad. You making us look bad as Cleveland fans, as Clevelanders. Like, man, the Cleveland Browns always been terrible. We love the fans. They got the best fans, but they've been terrible. The fans deserve better. We tired of hearing that. Haslam, Stefanski, we tired of hearing that. Can we get some competent football? competent football players, competent football plays. Can we look good out there? Okay, at least that was a good play. Did you see that play with Mark Andrews? I'm gonna go back to it again.
Push himself. That is Andrews under center on 4th and 1. Andrews spinning away, and there he goes. Andrews all the way. Touchdown.
That was an excellent play. We knew that he was going to run the ball. We knew. They just thought he was going to touch push. Nope. Spit right out of it. Nope. No touch push here. Spit right out of it and went around and 4 touchdowns. Like, come on. That was an excellent play. It's the play calling, man. Did we get it together, y'all? We love the Browns, but look, y'all got to get it together. Another thing, though. Did y'all see that? This is off the game. This is off that. But did y'all see the first game? Who was it? It was the game in Madrid. It was our first game. Well, anyway, who sung the national anthem? It was insane. Did y'all see it? Look, I'm about to give you that. And like I say, when I get it, you got it. We good. We out, y'all. Holla.